Well, let's stick here with today's Life app. And I want to talk today about really avoiding the 7 deadly sins of leaders. And I really want to kind of connect this to some areas of responsibility. I want to talk firstly about this little story. It says, on the day the king of the Wizard of Id, the king in the Wizard of Id announces the army is ready, we must set a date to attack the enemy. I don't know if you remember this cartoon, it's a little bit dated, but he turns to the wizard to select the most propitious date for the attack. The wizard points to his charts and says, according to the stars, the 3rd of next month is perfect. The king agrees, and as he leaves the room, says, the 3rd it will be. After the king is left, one of the courtiers asks the wizard this question, so what's so advantageous about the 3rd? The wizard replies, on the 3rd, I'll be out of town. That tells you a little bit about some kinds of leaders. They're self-serving and avoid responsibility. Let me just talk about some of the mistakes people make when they're in a leadership position or in the, if let's say you're the manager, the supervisor in your department of your business, whatever it may be. The number one is this, trying to be liked over being respected. What do we mean by that? It's always great to be kind. We've talked a lot about that in these life apps, about being kind-hearted, tender-hearted. But you cannot do that at the price of integrity and in price of being fair-minded and being objective. And that's what that is saying. A little boy returned home from his first day at the new school year, and his mother asked him, so how's your new teacher? He says, she's mean but fair. And the boy answered, and well, what do you mean? Questioned the confused mom. Well, she's mean to everyone, he said. Well, that's not exactly the right stand to take, but it does show you something, that she was consistent, and that's what this is saying. Secondly, not asking team members for advice and for help. Thirdly, thwarting or discouraging personal gifts and talents. That's really important, Not keeping your criticism on the constructive vein. There's a negative criticism, a destructive criticism. I want to just caution parents, particularly with your children. Don't say you're always doing this and you're always this and don't make those kinds of statements. What you're saying is you're typifying and giving them a characteristic which they do not need. Speak to them in such a way to lift them to a higher level. Developing a sense of responsibility with the team members, the same sense. Treating everyone the same way, that goes without saying, and failing to keep people informed. These are mistakes that have been recorded of leaders in the marketplace. And I just want to encourage you, if you're in the marketplace, that there are things that you can do that will improve the productivity of your people. Today's Life app, avoid those deadly sins and be an effective manager, supervisor in the marketplace.